a little bit in detail on how you can use the sequences or the sounds from the sample pack. You don't really need the loops as they are. You can use them like this, no problem, but be creative and use them in a different way. One of the things I can explain to you is just by adding a simple MIDI track to Ableton. In Ableton 10, when you double click on a sound, it will automatically load it in the Simpler, the new Simpler sampler thing from Ableton, which has a really nice feature. It can quickly and immediately slice things up into different parts, and within those parts you can use other devices, like for example Roser is a Max for Live device, but you have some other ones as well. For example, I have here Sequence 8, which is from Max for Cat. This is built on sequence module from Roland Systems. Roser is more like an open system. It's not really based on a specific one, but what it really does is it just generates MIDI notes by clicking a random button. You can keep it default on 16 notes, but by putting it on a not really equal number, and not like 8 or 4 or 16, but in something more polyrhythm kind of thing, you can create really interesting things and things that evolve over time. They will come back at a certain moment, but they evolve more longer over time. So just by doing this, if you see, this is the cut up sequence, and if I go back to the one that was original, its originally is different. So I just made something different, and I can even move the starting point until I have something different, or I click again the random button, and then you can go steps further. For example, you can go into the velocity part. If you crank this up and you use velocity here, but again put it on a different rhythm and click the random button, you will see that it will accentuate from time to time different notes. If it's too much, just pull back until the differences are less. If you use this in combination then followed by one or another delay, you can use the echo one, the new one, or you can use the simple delay, which has been there for many years. Because of the accents, some parts will keep getting in more in delay, and some parts will not get that much delay. This is a nice thing, because it's all about making your track more interesting over a longer period of time. If it's too static, people will get kind of bored at a certain moment. If you want to cut it up even more, okay, these are already, it's a sample with small slices, but if I just drag in another one, which has, for example, longer slices, I can warp this and use the transitions and cut them up even more. And again, I use the system by moving my starting point until I find something that I really like. For example, I like this small additional higher note. I'm gonna shorten it even more. And then I can use the octaves to even jump one octave higher. Okay, this is a very short sample, so it will not really move that much, but I'm gonna try it anyway. As you can see, it adds one additional one from time to time. That's it.